Hello, welcome to Learn Photoshop. My name is Felix Blaze. Today, I'm going to show you or teach you the basic information or basic command you need to know in Photoshop. So we shall be looking at various topics or various chapters. You can follow along in the description. We have the chapters in there so you can follow along. If you know some of them, you can skip and move to the other one. And if you are new to this channel and you have not subscribed to this channel, I will urge you to click on the subscribe button. After subscribing, make sure you click on the bell button and then like this video so that it will motivate me to do more videos for you. Okay, so in this section we will start with opening a document in Photoshop. So the first thing we will do is we are going to open a template. Okay, template is already created document in Photoshop. So I'll go to open here, and then the shortcut for open is Ctrl+O. If you're using the Mac, it is Command+O. So what you will do here now is you look for whatever you want to open. It can be image. You see, we have all the format. It supports all format. Okay, so all the formats here can be open in Photoshop. All these formats, okay, can be open in Photoshop. So we are going to open already created Photoshop templates. So I'll just go and pick any Photoshop work I have done. So I'll import this document and look at what we are going to get. So this is what you will see after opening the document. So I have opened the document. Apart from opening a template, okay, so this is a template and I can work on it. I will come to my layers and then I can work on this one. So I will not go that way. The next thing you need to know about opening is you can also come here and open a recent document or a recent template. So I can just choose from any of the templates here and I will open that. Okay, so this is a recent birthday design I did, and if you have not watched how to create this birthday design, I have the link there. You can click on it and watch this one as well. So that is a way of opening a recent document you created. You can also open a smart object. I think this one is very new to Photoshop. At first, if you're using Photoshop 21 and the oldest version, you will not see this one, but currently we have open smart object. So you can click on it and open any smart object. The smart objects usually go with the format of PSB, okay, but you can choose any of these PSD as your smart object and work on it. Very good. So that is all about how you can open a template or an image or whatever in Photoshop. The next thing we are going to talk about is creating a new document. I want you to pay attention very well here, like you paid attention in the previous one. Make sure you pay attention here very well, because there are certain things you need to know well here. After you have opened a new document, what if you want to create a new document? So for you to create a new document, what you do is click on the create. Okay, you can also go to file and use this shortcut new, which is Control N on Windows and Command N on Mac. So you just click on this one, create new, and when you click on the create new, you will see recent tab, save tab, photo type, print type, and the rest. Okay, all this comes in different formats. So with the recent tabs talks about your recent preset you have used for your work. The saved tab is a preset you have created so that anytime you want to use it, you can do that. So I've created A1, I've created A2, A3, A6, FB cover, Facebook cover, then I've created ID card size, PPT, and PPT sway. So these are some of the presets I created. I'm going to show you how you can create these presets. Okay, so from here, you also have a photo here, and then you also have print here. Okay, so when you come under photo or print, you will see that we have template here. So this template will help you to create new documents. Okay, you can see preview version of the template. So you see you have one cover mockup, one page smart object. So these are some mockups you can also manipulate along to create your own design, something like this. You see some people usually use this kind of design for their thumbnails. Okay, and you can use this one and modify it. You just need to download it and use it. Okay, so from that, you can also see that with the print, we have A4 here. So if you want to see the A4, if you want to see the letter, you have it here. And maybe you need a paper size, you don't know, you can just go to online and then Google maybe dimension for A4, dimension for A3 if you can't find them here. So let's go to creating your own preset. So if you want to create your own preset, let's say I want to create a new document, and that document I want it to fit the WhatsApp DP. Okay, in WhatsApp DP, any dimension you use should be a square. I mean a square dimension. The width and the height should have the same dimension. So if the width is 5, the height should be 5. So let's say I set this one to 1080, then I set this one to 1080. So I'll go to this area, and then I will give a name for this preset and call it DP. Okay, and then I will save this preset. So if I save this preset, you're going to get 1080 here, okay, as my preset, and I can delete it anytime as well. So after creating the preset, I can modify the preset. Okay, so I can choose the orientation. This one is for landscape and this one is for portrait. You can also check the artboards if you are dealing with web designs and mobile designs. Okay, and then the resolution we use 72 for digital works and we use 300 for printing works. Okay, but if you are doing with digital work and you want to have high quality, you can also use the 72. But the negative side is that if you use 300 for your work and you send it to Facebook or any social media handles, they will convert it. So it is going to lose most of the pixels. So your work will end up being pixelated. So it is better for you to use 72 for digital work. But if you're doing printing, then 300 is cool for you. Then we have various color modes here. We have the bitmaps, we have the grayscale, we have the RGB, we have the CMYK, we have the lab color. So if you are doing something like digital work, you can use the RGB or the CMYK. The CMYK does not support PNG, does not support PNG, and PNG also allows you to save your work in transparent mode. We will deal with that one later. I hope you are confused with that. I will make a separate video on that, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure you click on the subscribe button so that anything I will drop here, you will never miss it. You need to understand Photoshop very well. So from there, I will choose RGB for my color because I'm doing digital work. If I'm going to do a printing work, I will use the CMYK because most of the printers come with CMYK. Okay, then you choose the bits. The bits I will urge you to use 8. You may ask me why. I will talk about that in another video as well. So we have a lot to treat on this particular channel. Our goal here today is to create a new document, okay, and that is what we are doing. So you choose the 8 bits, don't choose the 16. We'll talk about that when you are supposed to choose 16. Okay, then set the background to white, or you can set it to transparent. Most people like using transparent, but for me I like using the white. Okay, then you can select the color profile and the bezel aspects. All this will be treated in coming season of this Photoshop training. So from here, what you do is just give a name of your document, so new doc, then click on the create. Okay, so wait for it to load. Okay, so after your document has opened, so this is a fresh new document you have. And if you remember in our previous video, we spoke about this one, we called them toolbar, and then we spoke about the panels as well. If you have not watched that video, I will urge you to do that. Okay, so from here, what we are going to do next is to import images. An image, you can go to file, go to place embedded, okay, and then I will choose on the computer. So if you are going to import your work from cloud, then you use this one. So I'm disconnected already, so I will use the open on computer. Then I will select the image I want to use for the work. So I will select this nice glasses. Okay, so let me scale it up and see how it looks like. So this is one way you can import an image in Photoshop. Another way you can import an image is to just go to file, okay, and then just drag it like any other software. You just drag it and place it on the document, and then you can stretch this one. This is another way of importing images in Photoshop. The next thing we are going to talk about is saving your work. You have now created a new document. You are okay, so you want to save it. So if you want to save your work, you either save it so that you work on it later, or you save it as final work. Okay, so if you are saving it maybe for you to work on it later, you will go to file, then you will go to save or save as. So when do we use the save as? We use the save as if you are creating it for the first time. So if this is our first time of creating this new document, we will go to save as. But if you have already created it and we have made some correction on it, then we need to use the save option. Okay, so I'll click on save on your computer and I'll give it a name. You see already we gave it a name as new document, and you can see the format here is PSB, PSD, PDD, PSDT. So this is the Photoshop format it is going to save. Okay, and you can see we have the large document format, which is PSB, and we have the PDF, and then we have the TIFF. So these are the four main documents type you can save it. Okay, format you can save so that you can edit them later. Listen to me very well. All this allows you to edit your work later if you want to make modification. That's why you use the save as for this. Okay, somebody will say, why is it that you're not seeing JPEG? Why? I will talk about it later in our video. So you just give it a name like this, then you save this. So make sure you watch this video because I'm going to explain things to you. So if yours you can't see the JPEG, you can't see the PNG, there's a reason for that. So we have saved our work. Now assuming I drag this one to this point, I drag this image to this point, I've made changes to the work. So if I want to apply these changes or confirm that changes, what I need to do is press on Ctrl S, which is a save. So I will press on save to overwrite what I have done, and it has overwritten that. Get it? So from here, let's say I'm done with my work. If you are done with your work, the final thing you need to do is to export it. So I have made a video on differences between save as and export. You can click on the top there and watch that video as well. Differences between save as and export. And for this particular, I'm going to use the save as and then teach you something here. When you come here, we have save as and then we have save as copy. They are two different things. You see the shortcut here is Control S, and then the shortcut here is Shift Control S. So if I want to use the Shift Control S or the save as, and then I want to save this one as PNG, okay, you see the first format that we did, you couldn't find the other format. So if I want to save this one as PNG, I'll just need to click on save it, and you'll see that all this is going to pop up. So you can see that we have the large document format, we have the PMB, we have all these are formats you can use when you click on save as copy. But if you don't click on save as copy, then it means you will not get all these formats. Another way you can do this save as copy is just use the shortcut here, which is Alt Control S, or you can just click on this save a copy and then save on a computer, and let's see what we are going to get. You see we have all these file formats here, but the reason is if you use any of these formats other than the first four formats I told you, it means you can't modify it. If you save your work as JPEG, if you save your work as PNG, you cannot edit them later on in your work. So it is better for you to use it as PSD or TIFF. The TIFF is used mostly for printing works and stuff. Okay, so that is what you need to know about saving your work in Photoshop. Then I've made a video on differences between exports and save as copy. So if you want to know the difference, you click on the top there and watch that video as well. Now we are done with this simple basics information about Photoshop. What if you want to close your work? Closing your work is very easy. There is different. We have closing this document. This is like a page. This is one document, and this is the entire Photoshop. So if you want to just close this particular document, what you need to do is just click here and close it. The X here. Don't go and click on this X. It will close the entire software, or you can right click on the document and choose close document. You get a point. If you have several documents open and you want to close all of them, you can use close all. Okay, so let's close this one, and I'm not going to save this, or let's save it as new document, and we have this. So it is going to close and bring you back to the home page. So this is the home page of Photoshop 22. So if you are done with the whole work and you want to finish up, just click on the X button here to close it. So thank you very much for staying with me throughout this video, and we will talk about episode 3 on Photoshop training, which will cover most of the topics on tools in Photoshop. And you can't miss that. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel, like our videos, and wait for more videos. Thank you. My name is Felix Blaze. I will see you in my next tutorials. Makramuna. Bye bye.